It's Tanya with Riley & Company. Thanks for joining us for a day of merrymaking. We have got some really fun things to show you today, and I've got a really super fun little project to do, but I've only got 20 minutes. So we're going to get right to it. I'm going to get you turned around. Hopefully this will work. I have such a difficult time doing this, and I don't know why. And I know there's programs out there, and I have yet to figure them out. So I just put you guys through this every time we do one of these. We'll get it all straightened up there. Hopefully it'll stay. This is our project that we're going to do today. Isn't this fun? This is just a little tiny gift you can make, and everybody needs little gifts during the holidays, maybe for coworkers, for friends as kids down the street, maybe for a neighbor, maybe something to just brighten people's day. And that's probably quite a few people these days. So I'm going to show you how to make this super easy with a lot of stuff you probably already have at home. But in the meantime, for those of you that know us at Riley & Company, you know that we are the home of funny bones. We are the home of snark, and we love to laugh here. So we have a bunch of sayings that are holiday themed. Bear with me a second. I need some coffee. We probably have over 100 different sayings for the Christmas season and the holiday season. So feel free to go out there, take a look, grab a soda, sit down and laugh a lot. That's what you'll see. Here's just a little bit of a sampling of what we have for the funny bones. Handmade cards, because no one displays an email on the mantle. Is that great? It's also fantastic for the back of your Christmas cards too. Yep, enough said, right? Get your fat pants ready. I wish Santa would publish his naughty list. What a great way to meet people. Yep. I can get you on the naughty list. How about, Dear Santa, I really did try. And for those of you that like to have a few cocktails or don't mind humor that involves a beer or two, here's Santa. It's the most wonderful time for a beer. This makes a fabulous card. So much fun. And then we have some that are serious too. If kisses were snowflakes, I would send you a blizzard. Isn't that cute? This is one of my very favorites, matched up with its saying, drink up, Grinches. Fun card. Can't tell you how many of these we've sold. I just stole Santa's naughty list. Ironically, it's almost identical to my friend's list. And we have quite a few more of those. Like I said, probably about 100 in total. I'm going to show you some card samples in a second. But we also, of course, have the Riley line. And we have a lot of different, if you really, really like Riley or you love moose, we have a lot of different various scenes with Riley in it for the winter time. He's in his little snow globe there, building a snowman. He is a snowman, snow moose. Here he's decorating a tree. Keep in mind that all of our stamps, of course, are red rubber on cling foam, and they are all made right here in Kansas, about 200 yards from where I'm sitting, actually. We also have a really fun Mushroom Lane winter house as well. And rumor has it this might be coming out with a new die soon. But I just wanted to show you real quick some of the cute cards that you can make. This is from our newest release, Dear Santa, I Was Framed. This is Bert. This is a new snow globe dress-up set that we have. It's absolutely amazing. Merry everything and a happy always. Know what I got for Christmas? Fat. I got fat. I love this card. Naughty is the new nice. This will be in one of our card kits coming up soon. Sweet but twisted. Does that make me a candy cane? Santa's little checklist. Naughty or nice. It could go either way. This is a great, great fun set. This is a little love bus that we have for Dress Up Riley. Instead, we took Santa, took the beer out of his hand, put his list in there, and put him behind the wheel. Here comes Amazon. Here comes Amazon right down my driveway. And is that the truth or what? What a great card. I just stole Santa's naughty list. There you go. And this is terribly me. I'm not ashamed to say it. I didn't know I had OCD until I watched my kids hang ornaments on the tree wherever they wanted. Yep, And how many of us go back and move them back so they look correctly? Sorry. Here's a little 𝐒𝐿 Riley. You can make adorable little cards without the snarky sayings. And here is one of our most popular sayings of the last release. Merry everything and a happy always. With our new snow globe set, you can actually make snow globes with the little gnomes. It's 5 o'clock at the North Pole. 'Tis a season to sparkle. And all of these little sets are in the Dress Up Riley accessory sets. So I wanted to show you just a couple more because slimlines are so popular. If you did the make and take last time, I believe, you would have made this card. And we also turned that into a slimline card because it's just so perfect for scenes. Our dress up sets are very good for scenes. And I took it a step further and threw in a Karen Burniston pop-up die because she is my partner with KB Riley, and turned it into a pop-up. And finally, the gang got all together and made this card. Isn't that fun? And I just stacked them all up. Somebody said, where did you get that stamp? No, it's a bunch of them. This is Riley. There's Tucker. There's Bert. And then the accessory sets that go with him. So that is our product for this time. Now I want to dive into this little guy. This is so much fun to make. All it is a little baggie. And all these are chocolate chips. So pick any size baggie that you have and just throw some chocolate chips in. You can also use some brown M&Ms. You could use raisins, I guess. You could use all kinds of different stuff, but you're going to want this little bag here. You're going to want a square. I used our square dies and picked out any kind of Christmas paper you have. Just pick out any paper, okay? Just cut a little square out of it. Here's my saying. All right, we have this in our line. I know that this has been out there for quite a while. We used to actually have it in our store, I believe, but I needed it for this Christmas, so I just thought I would stick it in our line for this Christmas. You are going to have a Riley, all right, just one. And depending on the time, I was going to see how much time I pre-colored him just in case. You're going to want 2 little Brads. And for those of you that haven't seen Brads for a while, they're just like these little guys and their prongs come apart. You can use buttons, you can use staples when I get to that point. We have a little nose for him. We have a couple little antlers there out of the Dress Up Riley Christmas set. And the holly is also out of the Dress Up Riley Christmas set. So it's as easy as it gets, folks. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to take our square and we're just going to fold it in half. Super easy. All right, then we're just going to attach our saying. And I always like to put some vintage photo on the edges of my sayings. It just gets rid of the harsh white line. I don't do too much, but it's just easy peasy. And I'm going to take my zip dry. You guys know how much I love my zip dry because it lets you, all you do is move it around the outside edge. Put it around the outside edge. And then if you get it on there crooked like that, which you would have to rip it off and start over with the base piece if you used any kind of other adhesive, look, you can move it while it's on there and get it perfectly straight. And my OCD just loves perfectly straight. If you get any on the outside, it's just like rubber cement in a liquid, just like more of a very liquid rubber cement in a bottle. We carry this on our website and we sell gallons of it. And I wish I had thought of it, but I didn't, but I use it all the time. So that's why I always tell you about it. Now we're going to set this aside for a second and we are going to take Riley. I think I have time to show you how I color him. My colors for Riley are E31, E33, E35. You do not have to use all of those colors. You can pick just one. So we can take the E33, and I am not a tedious colorer. I just go over him really quickly. Some people love to color and they take their time and really enjoy it. No, I'm not. If you use alcohol markers, I'm using Copic markers for this, but if you use alcohol markers, always go in a circle because they blend with each other. They blend with themselves. Sorry. And if you go in circles, they blend a little bit better. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about that because we're going to cut him off right here. But if you only have one color of Copic marker, whether it's E33 or E35, okay, or E31, you can still shade, all right? And what you do is you just use the same marker and go over it again. So if you guys can see that, I'm just going around his face where the shadows would be, maybe in his ears a little bit, maybe across his nose a little bit, and then back under. And if you do it a couple times, it's going to give him that shading that you're looking for. Super easy. E47 is what I use for the antlers. You can buy the kits of Copics, the sets of 3 on our website. For this, if you don't have Copics, just use a medium brown and a dark brown. You can use colored pencils, you can use watercolor pencils, you can use whatever you choose. I like Copics because they're nice and quick and they blend very well. So I'm going to do just his hoofs. And then we're right back to where my other one is right here, okay? So it does have a little shading on it and I only used one marker, right? But if I wanted to come in with a darker marker, just a couple shades darker, this is how you do it. You're just going to go back to where the shadows would be, maybe around his face a little bit, in his ears a little bit, okay? Maybe a little under his armpits, because, you know, if the light's coming from the top, it's going to be a little darker down there. Now, it seems really harsh, but the way you get rid of that is you just come back with your original marker that you used, and you just do those circles. Okay, and you just come down the side and just do those circles. And it's going to shade it right in for you and eventually just meld into itself. All right, see how it's disappearing already? Super easy way to do that. You can even come back in and add a little shadows to the inside of the antlers like that. Okay, now this is not going to hurt him a bit, okay, but what I'm going to do is I am just going to cut him at a little inverted V like this, okay, and I'm going to set him aside for just a second. We're going to go ahead and use a lighter brown for the antlers. And for those of you that are very tedious colors and take your time, I'm probably giving you anxiety attacks right now. And I always go off the edge of my paper too, kind of like when I sponge the edge of my paper, just because I don't like those white marks on the outside. I'm going to take any green. I don't even know what color this is. It's just a green that I like. And I'm going to do my holly. And then I'm just going to do my little berries with any red that I chose. Get his little leg out of the way. All right, now we have all that and it's time to assemble, which is the best part. Now what you're going to do is you are going to take this and we're going to open it back up to the center and hopefully you can see your line. And we are just going to take and we're going to cut that with an X-Acto knife. Just cut a line right out of the center, only about 1 inch wide, okay? Not very far. I'm going to do it on my glass mat here. I know that you can't see me. I hope you can in the corner. And I am just going to cut that little slit. All right, so now I can poke something through there. And I'm going to. So I'm going to poke my little guy right through there, and he's just going to pop out the fronts, just like that. And that way you don't see him. If you would like to cover the back with another Riley that's not colored, you can do that as well. And then no one will see your coloring marks. But for the time being, we're just going to put that here. We're just going to put a little bit of zip dry here underneath the pointy part. If your zip dry ever gets clogged up, which it will, all you got to do is just take it off the top. Remember, it's just like rubber cement. And if it squirts out the edges, which it will, just rub it off. I love this stuff. I use it all the time. All right. So now we have that. We're going to put a little dot up here. And we're just going to add his antlers. I'm going to spread that around. Add his little antlers. Rub off my glue. And I have got a red nose for him as well in that Christmas set of ours. It's the the Christmas dress-up set, I believe, is what it's called. I'm going to put his little nose on there. Okay. And now comes the fun part. We're just going to put everything together. So on the inside, I do this part. You do not have to, but I have some double stick tape here, just regular double stick tape. And I put some of it on the inside just so when I put my bag in, it just gives it a little something to grab onto and it doesn't move around on me while I'm trying to put the brads in. Now here's the part with the brads. We're going to do this. Use these little brads here to hold it down on the sides. All right. And I just use a hole punch. If you don't have a hole punch, you can use an awl or you can use something that you have to poke holes with. I'm going to poke a little hole in that corner and a little hole in this corner. You can also use a little stapler if you have colored staples. That'll work. And I'm just going to put my brad right through it and spread out the prongs. And then put this brad on the other side. And spread out the prongs. If they go over the side like that, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it sticks over the side. These are really flexible. So all you have to do is just move it and it's good. So now we have that, and I wanted to add just a little something extra. So I colored these, and we're just going to put a little dot right here. Nope, not until I do my glue. There we go. Now we'll do a little dot right there and attach him just like that. And you have a cute little gift, but no reindeer is ever complete until we add glitter. And I use Stardust stickles on pretty much everything. And to get it to come out, here's a little tip. You shake it like a thermometer, okay? Stardust goes on everything and it turns whatever paper you have, it turns the glitter that color. So this will look red and that will look red, but this will look green. And there you have it. A cute, cute, cute little gift for anybody that you might see. Do a random act of kindness and just walk down the street and hand it to somebody. They probably won't eat the chocolate chips, but it'd be really cute. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you watched this whole video and you did not click it off, I'm going to give you a free code right now to get shipping on any $25 order instead of any $75 order. So right now our specials for this is 20% off everything Christmas. But if you use the code, when you check out, the 20% off you don't need a code for. But if you put this code in, when you check out, you will also get free shipping at $25. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you soon.